Hello students, I am Anju Mathur from Raval Convent School. Today I am going to explain you article writing. What should you include in article writing? A title or heading, subheadings, interesting language, paragraphs, linking words. Remember, read the question carefully. Make sure you answer it correctly. Think about who you are writing the article for. Check your spelling and grammar. Check the number of words. Plan your answer carefully. Really make sure you have answered the question. Title or heading. Why should you give your article a title? It tells the reader what they are going to read. It reminds you to keep your focus. It looks good. Let's return to the question. You have been asked to write an article about an interesting place you have visited. You have to include good points and bad points about this place. You have to write between 100 and 120 words. One student decides to write about a visit to the National Gallery in London. What title should they give that article? A title or heading. Here are some suggested titles. Comment on them and decide which one you like the best. The National Gallery. Life is short, art is long. My visit. Pleasure in art. More than just paintings. The finer things in life. The best art museum in the world. Subheadings. Remember the question from before. You have been asked to write an article about an interesting place you have visited. You have to include good points and bad points about this place. You have to write between 100 and 120 words. How would including subheadings help you organize your writing? How would you divide this into paragraphs? And what subheading would you give each paragraph? Subheadings are not obligatory, but they help you to break up your writing. If you give a 100 to 120 word article 4 subheadings, you know that you need to write approximately 25 to 30 words under each subheading. They help to organize your work into clear paragraphs which make it easier to read. You have 100 to 120 words to write, including good and bad points. Subheading 1 is introduction, subheading 2 is good points, subheading 3 is bad points, and subheading 4 is conclusion. It really is very easy. Now your writing is organized and you already know you are going to write 4 paragraphs. You will get some marks before you even start writing. Interesting language. Remember, a teacher will read your article. If it's boring, you won't get many marks. Use a variety of language. Verb, tenses, nouns, adjectives. Don't just use the present simple and say everything is nice or boring. That doesn't make your article nice. It makes it very boring. Compare these two paragraphs. Why is the second one better? The National Gallery has lots of paintings. There are lots of different rooms. People from all over the world visit it. It is very famous. The National Gallery has lots of monuments. You will find a number of different rooms. It has been visited by people from all over the world because of its fame. Now look at this paragraph. Can you think of different words to replace the underlined adjectives? The National Gallery is nice. The paintings are very nice. I had a nice time there. The rooms are nice, but some people think they are boring. I saw some nice art there. Art is sometimes boring. London is nice, and the people there are nice. I think writing articles is very boring. How many synonyms can you think of for people in a composition about the National Gallery? everyone or everybody, tourists, some, foreigners, critics, the English, visitors, fans. Paragraphs. You have already used subheadings to divide your composition into paragraphs. Now you need to think how you could begin each paragraph to make it interesting for the reader. Any suggestions? Here's an idea. Start each paragraph with a question. Then answer the question with your second sentence. For example, what makes the National Gallery worth visiting? Its incredibly diverse art collection of course. Then continue the paragraph with information about the National Gallery and your visit. This makes your composition more interesting. Now you try. Think of an opening question and answer for paragraphs 2 and 3, good points and bad points. Remember, the question should make the reader want to know the answer. Linking words. What do we use linking word for? To link ideas. They help to organize our writing. You will always get more marks in an exam if you use linking words correctly. Can you think of any linking words? Linking words. We use linking words to order information. Firstly, secondly, finally, etc. We use linking words to add information. Furthermore, in addition, moreover, etc. We use linking words to contrast ideas. However, in contrast, nevertheless, on the contrary, on the one hand, on the other hand, etc. We use linking words to summarize or reach a conclusion. In conclusion, in sum, etc. Hope you are clear with the topic. Thank you.